Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the demo session for construction of highway. I would like to welcome expert for today's session, Mr. Nishan Deshmukh, sir, to begin the session.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. So shall I start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm Nishan Deshmukh, and I'm currently working as a senior structural engineer in technology consultant, and I'm going to give you the quite brief about the site engineering and site management. Am I audible or not? Am I audible now, Mr. Biswajit Shaw? Yeah. So I'm Nishan Deshmukh, and I'm currently working as a senior structural engineer, senior structural consultant in technology and consultant, and I'm going to give you some brief about the site highway engineering and its management. So we will start with our presentation.
सर आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है.
हेलो, अभी आ रही है? अभी आ रही है?
सर बहुत ही कम आवाज आ रही है.
हेलो, अभी आ रही है आवाज?
जी सर,
हेलो,
आ रही है.
अभी आवाज आ रही है? ओके. Introduction to highway engineering and site management. We will start with this presentation. First of all, I want to introduce you about this course. Some of the important topics which we are going to discuss and which I am going to share my knowledge in this course is quantity surveying. We were going to discuss about detailed estimation. We are also going to do some detailed estimate of some projects. We are going to learn about bar bending schedule and also to calculate the quantities. We are going to learn how to cast, what are the techniques for casting, and also site management. And there are many more basic concepts which we are going to learn in this course. So first of all, we will start with the classification of roads. I will give you some information about types of roads. So there are actually four types of roads. National highways, which connects major capitals of which connects the major cities across the India and also states. Then there comes state highways, which connects, the state highways always connects some major cities along the state, and major district road disconnects the major cities of major town places of districts, and village roads which connects the major villages all over the India. Steps to be carried out to build a road. First of all, whenever you are trying to build a road, then the authority creates creates one committee, and in that committee, it is the DPR consultant is enabled. So the detailed project report of that project is made. Then after making detailed project report, in detailed project report, we carry out the various activities such as types of surveys and quantity are calculated, and also the detailed cost of project is done. Then after that, tendering is done. Then after tendering, the lowest bidder, whoever will be the lowest bidder, then he is appointed as a construction. He is appointed for construction of that particular project, and after that, after completing the construction, maintenance period starts. So we will see how does the DPR work. So detailed project report. Detailed project reports is nothing but the total minute details of that particular project in which we are going to execute. Such as, first of all, in detailed project report, various surveys are taken. We will learn it one by one. First of all, I'm trying to give you a summary of this. Surveys are taken, then after that, structures like minor bridge, box culvert, major bridges are proposed as per hydraulic data and site requirements. After that, detailed cost of project or estimate is calculated, and reduced level of roads, such as RLs of roads are and bridges are calculated, and then it is uh, put in that detailed progress report. So first of all, we will see what are the types of surveys which are executed in the detailed project report. There is map study, reconnaissance, preliminary survey, location survey. First of all, map study. In this map study, contour and topography survey of India, which is the department of government of, it comes under government of India. From that, various maps are obtained and topographical details are obtained. Then after that, topographical features like rivers, mountains, valleys are shown in this map to finalize the RLs of the road and to finalize the alignment of road. After that, reconnaissance. The reconnaissance is nothing but the area through which the road is going. The physical characteristics of these roads are inspected and proposed route is perfectly examined according to that. The objective of reconnaissance is to choose the best suitable routes, and actually what happens during reconnaissance, various routes are planned according to the population of the cities, and after that the detailed project detailed best suitable route is chosen from that. And also there the main objective is to check the feasibility and practicability of the project of the produce or the proposed road. After that, preliminary survey. What is preliminary survey? Select the best route and determine the center line of alignment of road to be followed. And after that, instruments like chain, compass, tape level, etc. and theodolite are used. So what happens in preliminary survey is uh, all the routes which we are chosen in the reconnaissance, and we have to determine the center line or alignment of the road. And after that, after determining the alignment, instruments such as chains, compass, tape, level, etc. and theodolites are used to calculate the route distance and also levels of the. Nowadays, total station is also used as it composes of as it can be used as an alternative of all these devices. Then after that, what happens is location and detailed survey is made. So alignment is located as per detailed survey, and after that, survey is done by using instruments like total station, auto level, tape, etc. So, and also topographical details such as property lines and buildings, rails and road intersection are etc. Adequate hydraulic data is according to that hydraulic data is collected. Soil survey is carried out and for design calculation. So why soil survey is carried out is you have to consider the MSA, the quality of road and the amount of vehicles through which they are going on that road. So if so that the road can be quite much durable, and for durability, it is very important to check the soil data and also to check whether the soil is quite okay or it is okay to withstand that road or not, to withstand that particular traffic of the on that road or not. So this is in this way total DPR is made, proper estimates are taken, and after that taking estimates, then authority invites the tender. So how tendering process is done? Authority releases the tender for the specific project. Various contractors bid for that particular project online or offline. So and the confidential tender amounts are submitted accordingly. And after that, what happens? The most economical contractor gets the tender award. So in this way, the tender, if there are if there are 10 companies and the project cost is 100 crores. So many companies can quote below 100 crores and they can quote above 100 crores. So the lowest bidder, whatever may be the lowest bidder, if it is 90 crores, then that bidder gets the award for that project to construct that project. So in this way, tendering works. And after that, work begins. So before construction work begins, authority signs the agreement with the contractor. So what does that agreement particularly deals with? Agreement generally consists of the that contractor is okay with the terms and conditions of RABL of the road, and also they are various, and they are familiar with the road, and also work order and according to that work order is given to contractor to commence the work. Contractor has to complete the construction within the estimated period of time. So this is particularly important for any contractor to complete that project in that particular period of time. So how is that time calculated? This time is calculated by providing specific management by calculating the time which can be required for constructing the particular road. After that, it is very important to do the maintenance, so that after construction period, maintenance has to be carried out by contractor at his own cost for a particular period of time. It is not for forever, but this maintenance, the period of maintenance is already listed in contractor's manual. After that, maintenance period is carried out as per concession agreement. This is the agreement which is signed by contractor and authority. It is mutually signed by contractor and authority. So we will go with construction of highway. So we can see the types of layers in flexible pavement. So there are actually two types of pavement. First is flexible and second is rigid. So flexible pavement consists of bituminous work or bituminous concrete. So what is so we will go from bottom to top. So first of all, we will go with subgrade. So subgrade, the layer of subgrade is prepared. Then after that, after particular compaction and particular after obtaining particular width of subgrade, then granular subbase is given is executed. After that, wet mix macadam is done. Wet mix macadam is nothing but it compromises of dust, 10 mm aggregate, 20 mm aggregate, and mixture of and also as fly ash as an admixture. So after that, on wet mix after compaction, the one layer of prime coat is added. So what is prime coat? Prime coat is nothing but it is the bituminous. It is the bitumen which is sprayed on the road by the dozer, and also on after that on prime coat, the DBM, dense bituminous macadam, is threaded. So what is the function of this prime coat? Prime coat generally bounce the DBM and wet mix layer with each other. So if prime coat is not laid, then it may happen that DBM and WMM layer may not get attached to each other. So main function of prime coat is to attach DBM and wet mix macadam. After that, on DBM, tack coat is applied. Tack coat is of somewhat less viscosity as compared to prime coat, and it is also applied for proper bonding between dense bituminous macadam and bituminous concrete. So before executing all these layers, there are various steps which is carried out for every particular layer so that it can get passed, and after that we can execute another layer. We will deal with rigid pavement. So so there are also various types of layers in rigid pavement. First is subgrade. After that subgrade, granular subbase is done. After granular subbase, DLC, dry lean concrete, is done, and after that PPC is done. So what is the difference between rigid pavement, flexible pavement and rigid pavement? I will tell you that. If you will see in flexible pavement, there are various layers. First, you can see wet mix, DBM, BC. So these layers are cancelled in flexible pavement, and in place of these layers, dry lean concrete and pavement quality concrete. This layer is added. As you also know that granular subbase. This granular subbase is what? Granular subbase is we can say it is the layer. It is the final layer which is used to dispose of the water, or it is the final layer through which water gets disposed, and also it is used for good compaction and also good technique for withstanding the high amount of loads of the road. Difference between rigid pavement and flexible pavement is also uh, flexible pavement is quite much economical than rigid pavement, as rigid pavement consists of concrete. So naturally, uh, the, the concrete cost of construction gets higher. But in contrary to that, the rigid pavement is quite much more durable than that of bituminous layer, as there is very less possibility of water accumulation and water percolation through the inner surface layer, in contradictory to the uh, flexible pavement. Also, there is rigid pavement. There are various layers. There are various points, such as you can say the temperature of surrounding that increases. The temperature of as you have already studied this in your tenure in your so this is the somewhat basic information I am going giving to you, and then after that we will get familiar to each and every layer one by one in our upcoming topic. So we can so after that this is the payment, and after that we have also learned in our previous slides that type of structures. So what are this type of structure and how are they determined? So there are box culvert, box culvert or pipe culvert. Then there is minor bridge. Then there are major bridge, flyover, vehicle underpass, public underpass, cattle underpass. So how can one justify that whether to provide box culvert or pipe culvert, minor bridge and major bridge? So what are the justifications for that? So in our MORTH, that is Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, the book which is known as the Bible in India for construction of roads, the classification of these culverts are given. If we in DPR we have we know that we have to calculate the hydraulic data of that particular road. So during that, what happens? Box culvert. If the width of structure is less than 6 meters, then it is termed as box culvert. If the width of structure is between 6 to 30, then there is we consider it as a minor bridge. And if width of structure is more than 30 meters, then we consider it as major bridge. Flyover is nothing but it is the overhead junction or overhead crossing for the of the main highway, so that traffic congestion doesn't occur. Vehicle underpass is also the same. Public underpass is nothing but if you are there public underpass or pedestrian underpass, so that people can cross the road safely under the road, so that no accident occurs. Cattle underpass is for the animals to cross the road. We will deal with, as we have dealt with the types of structure. So we know that calculating for constructing or executing a structure, main component is concrete. So what are the types of concrete? Concrete and reinforcement actually, but what is concrete and what are the types of concrete? We are going to see it. So there is plain cement concrete, there is reinforced cement concrete, there is pre-stressed cement concrete, there is post-stressed cement concrete. So how can we classify that where we have to provide particular concrete? So if you want to prepare a bed for any for commencing a structure, then that particular bed is made from plain cement concrete, as its names only the name of this concrete only says it is plain. So what does that plain mean? It does not have any type of reinforcement in it. After that, it may be of any grade, but at most it is M20. The maximum grade is M20. For the reinforced cement concrete consists of the reinforcement. For the stiffness, as we know that what the steel does, and what is the function of steel and what is the function of concrete. Function of concrete is to make the particular structure is to provide the is to make the space to absorb the space, and also observe the compression of the member. It is concrete or cement concrete act as a compression member, and steel act as a tension member. You already know that, and we have studied it in our degrees. So what is pre-stressed cement concrete? So instead of reinforcement, which is generally a tension member, so pre-stressed concrete, what does that pre-stressed concrete does? Yeah, these concretes are stressed. The stress is actually induced in the concrete during after execution, so that uh, after, so that whenever the load is given, so that the only compressive loads acts on the structure. This is more durable for the heavier spans, for the higher spans, such as more than 30 meter or more than 50 meter spans. Post-stress cement concrete is nothing but, so what is the difference between pre-stress cement concrete and post-stress cement concrete? In pre-stress cement concrete and also post-stress cement concrete, the tendons are used. So these tendons are actually uh, placed before. If the tendons uh, the tendons are pressed before the cement concrete construct execution, then it is termed as pre-stress concrete. And if the tendons are placed after the uh, after the cement concrete execution and after gaining its strength, then it is termed as post-stress concrete. So this is all about concrete, and we will be learning more detailed plans, more detail about in detail about these types of concrete in our upcoming lecture. If you have any questions regarding this, then you can ask me right now. Are you having any questions? No? So basically, this course is all about, as I have stated it earlier, these are the important topics which we are going to learn in our course. What is, first of all, there is quantity surveying. So what is the role, as if we will move in the field, as if we will move in the field, then uh, if we will get involved in our field, then what will happen? One quantity surveyor is appointed, which is the civil engineer only. So what is the function of quantity surveyor is? The engineer always try to regain the quantities. So to calculate the quantity of structure, so that proper quantity of material, to calculate the quantity, calculate the proper quantity of material which is required for that particular project. After that, we were going to learn about detail estimations, how detail estimation works, and how the detail estimates are prepared. As I have done some projects, I have estimated some data for the project, so it will be very useful for you guys to learn about the detail estimation of the project. After that, bar bending schedule. So what does the bar bending schedule mean? Whenever you go on site and try to prepare a structure or try to execute a structure, so before that you have to, if the structure is RCC, then there is steel, and for that RCC structure, bar bending schedule is very much important, as the engineer has to provide the bar bending schedule, and they have to give to the laborers, so that they can prepare the proper steel reinforcement as per the drawing which is provided to the site engineer. Also, we are going to learn more about concrete casting techniques. So what are the actual concrete casting techniques on site, which are which can be considered? Yes, Amarnath Kumar has raised hand. So do you have any question? Amarnath Kumar, sir, do you have any question? Uh, okay. So various concrete casting techniques which we are going to learn. Also, how to manage the site. As after knowing everything, if we don't know how to manage the site, if we don't know how to manage our labor, then we will be nothing in our site. So so for So for providing the proper importance for ourselves, site management is necessary. I'm going to share my knowledge about site management and how to deal with how to deal with the site activities one by one simultaneously so that no more lagging is observed. So this is all about our course, and I am going to bifurcate everything, every single. So after learning from this course, then you will be master in learning of quantity surveying, detail estimate. You will able to provide the detailed estimate of the project. As I am going to give you some assignments from that for that also. I have prepared some data for assignments. I am going to give you. I am going to teach you how to make bar bending schedule of any structure. I'm going to give you more detail about types of concrete, types of are they executed, and what are the safety measures which can be required in concrete during execution of any work. And also, I'm going to execute the site management. So this is all about this is all about our course. And if you want to add anything in this course, then you can tell me right now also, so that or during the course also, so that we can learn, so that I will be able to more elaborate this course details. So do you have any questions? So before that, Amarnath Kumar had raised the hand. So do you have any question, Mr. Amarnath Kumar? So this is all about our presentation right now, our demo course. Anyone having questions right now? Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, basically, I am Hariom from product department only, Protrainy. So, a student are just messaging you regarding this is a theory part, but you just say it means how we will, it means which part we will cover in a detailed course. Because as usual, first class will be theory. I just message him, but if from your side you explain it means what you will cover in the your detailed course. It means
Yeah, that's what I.
would you cover the execution part or not, and in
Yes,
which
yes, yes.
type of BBS or designing? Okay, sir.
Yeah. That's what I have said. I have told earlier also that uh, I am going to teach the detailed estimation for the project. I am going to teach how to calculate the quantities of structures of every structure you can say, and also in highway. I am going to teach the bar bending schedule, which is more practical. As Also, I am going to teach them about site management. So these are the topics which we are going to discuss, and which we are going to uh, uh, discuss in details in this course. Actually, this is the demo lecture, and so more so for convenience, I have made it as per that only. So if we will go further on that, then we will going to be much more much more familiar. We are going to discuss about all these site management techniques. So this is execution, and also execution comes in this. Quality analysis comes in this. What are the tests which we are going to uh, perform, which we have to perform during our during the execution. All these topics we are going to cover in our course. Hello. Yeah,
I
I'm
think
good.
sir session is over.
Yeah. So right now I'm reading the messages. Uh, so yeah, many people are saying that in demo studies like my BTech professor, I want to learn your sales team. Join demo. So yeah, I am going. Yeah, someone also said that uh, this. Sir, please give knowledge of DBS. So DBS is not about. I can teach in 10 minutes. It requires. I have planned 3 lectures for DBS. I will give the knowledge of DBS for particular at that particular lecture. As this is a demo version, I cannot give in detail knowledge about DBS, but I am going to give that knowledge about DBS in upcoming lecture. Yeah, session is over.